so grateful to have you here watch this video unfold. So today I am here equipped with none other than a chai tea, and then a chai. Feels weird to say tea at the end. I thought we could time travel back to around 2 years ago when I did go to one of the most enchanting sceneries, just very Taylor Swift inspired, like folklore vibes, woodland area. I thought we would go back to a very scenic, picturesque woodland walk, which I did go on. Some footage did resurface over on my laptop, so I just then got such motivation to share this amazing place with you. The place being the Hermitage Braan Falls Trail near Dunkeld. So this is near Perth in Scotland, which is approximately 40-minute drive from Dundee or a 1-hour drive from Edinburgh. Fun fact, I actually learned that Perth in Australia actually took the name inspiration from Perth in the UK, which I never knew. I thought it would have been the other way around if anything. So this was definitely news to me. We shall begin the day in which I did go to the Hermitage Trail, and I will be reliving a really lovely walk with you. As for the specific day in which I did go, I went on the 23rd of February 2023. Time has just went by so quickly. I still remember this walk so vividly. I will get on to some of the reasons why. In order to get to Perth, I did get the bus. So the ways in which you could go, there are various ways from Edinburgh. So from Edinburgh, you could get a train to Inverness and then get a bus. Google Maps should be of assistance, but it's just to put that little bit of information out there in case anyone is just interested in how easy it is to get to the Hermitage Trail itself with no car. A way that you can go is a train and a bus from Edinburgh, or alternatively, you can get on one bus to the Burnham Hotel in Perth, to which I will just insert some footage here. It is a very lovely looking hotel. I do like the shape of it, and it is kind of unique in its own way. The bus stops just outside of the hotel, from what I recall. You could either walk to the Hermitage Trail itself, or you could take the bus. So guess what I decided to do? I decided to walk on the side of the road. So there you go. There are footpaths. In my defense, there are many footpaths there ready to be used, so it's not that unsafe. I would say the only part that had me running across the road was when I did have to cross. You do have to cross, from what I remember, when you leave the rather rural area. I just quickly go across that. From there, I just walked to the Hermitage Trail to begin the walk. And then just to the side of the path along the road, you do actually see a really nice bridge. That's just as far as the scenery goes, I suppose, when you are walking along the path. And I just basically followed the signs to get to the Hermitage site itself. It is actually a site I should have mentioned. It's won by National Trust for Scotland. It's rather popular. I did see a coach. It was full of people from America visiting. I assume there is a car park as well for those driving. Those being sensible and driving and not crossing a road. Yeah, so there is a car park there. From what I remember, it was relatively medium-sized. There's a bit for just coaches and taxis as well. As you enter, you are just meted with woods already, you're meeting with trees already. It's rather scenic just all throughout. Even the walk there was, albeit a bit noisy because of the cars, as I've mentioned so much. But yeah, just there was a road, if no one knew, there was a road to the right of me. Like, if anybody missed it, okay. For those interested for timings up to this point, I did get on the bus at approximately 9:10. So 9:10 I did get on the bus at, and then I arrived at the Burnham Hotel around 1 hour later. So the time in which I did get to the Hermitage Trail from the hotel from Perth was 11:10. So it was around 2 hours from Edinburgh to the actual Hermitage Trail, with taking in, you know, breaks, admiring the scenery along the way, of course. So yeah, I did get there for around 11:30. So that's just a little rundown of the timings so far. For those interested, I know personally I do love to plan a route, so I just thought I would let you know. So for going into the scenery itself, you are met with some benches and this wonderful bridge, which is a rather large bridge. The weather itself was rather, I wouldn't say gloomy, but it was very kind of drab before. I think it did rain, like spit a little bit of rain beforehand, whereas after it came out all sunny, so it was a really nice change to witness. You actually walk under the bridge in order to begin the walk itself. And then the walk had to be done, so you are met with these really large, just magnificent Douglas fir trees just towering over you as you walked through. So that was just something I don't think I had actually seen before on a walk in Scotland from the few places I had been to. This was very, very like Americanized, I would describe it. It was very the typical American trail, I would say. Just due to the sheer size of like the trees and the amount of trees that there were. It was very woodland. Me just describing a wood, but I can promise you, I feel it was a little bit more magnificent and like extraordinary than just a regular wood. I would say just due possibly the time of year. I mean, I did go there in February. I'm not entirely sure, but there were some colour on the trees at that time of year as well. And I did just really like the shape of all the trees and just the surroundings, the sounds, and you could hear the birds chirping. For any wildlife watchers out there as well, you will be pleased to know that you could find various wildlife in amongst the Hermitage, some of which being in the rivers and streams. You could find grey wagtail birds and some otters. And high up in the canopies, you could find some red squirrels as well. It's very great to know, I think, that you could spot some new wildlife or some wildlife just in the trail, you could hear the captivating River Braan waterfall, which consists of 3 waterfalls, essentially, which is part of the Black Linn Falls. All throughout, the Black Linn Falls are the streams, the rivers, so the river surrounding the trail itself, and the River Braan is consistent of 3 waterfalls, and this is essentially the main, I would say the main attraction for me, which to go there was to see this incredible waterfall. I think this footage speaks for itself. It's just so insane how the waterfall is made and how incredible nature is. It's like a testament to how incredible nature is. I've never seen a waterfall like this, so I would highly recommend going for anybody interested. So you could walk through this almost like a wee house, essentially, like lookout point. You could go in there, see the river really, really close. It's just insane. I was just ecstatic to see that this was just so incredible. It's so loud. It's like just insane. You really come to life being there. I know it feels like I'm exaggerating, but as just a lover of nature, and any lovers of nature will understand the feeling of peace, serenity, and everything from being in a nature location. Not to mention one that has just a waterfall as powerful as this. Additionally, if you are in search of a good viewpoint, one which I've read about online is called Ossian's Hill, which is a slight detour, but you're able to see the site. You're able to see the scenery, the sight of the scenery from above. So that's definitely one in which, when I do return to the Hermitage, I'm able to go up to this Ossian's Hill and see the viewpoint from above. As for the time to complete the walk, I took just over 1 hour, with starting at around 10 to 12 and finishing the walk around 1 hour and 10 minutes later at just past 1 p.m. So it was pretty short, all things considered. I would say it's quite a substantial walk. It's not too hilly at all. It's very like doable. I would say it's like a really good walk to do, especially on a weekend when you have that bit extra time, a little bit extra time rather to make your way there. I definitely would return whether I had a car or not. I would definitely think it's worth doing. I think it's so beautiful to see overall. Very, very serene and peaceful, and it's well worth going. So as usual, if anyone has been to the Hermitage site, please do let me know as usual in the comments below so that we can carry on the conversation. Even if anyone has any suggestions of where I could go next in Scotland, if you have been anywhere in particular that you just cannot stop thinking about, it's just on your mind, then please also let me know so we can discuss it further. I felt as though the various sticks, streams, stones and surroundings really brought this lovely landscape to be as special as it is. I hope that you did enjoy watching all the nature footage of the Braan Falls, Hermitage Trail, the River Braan, all of that, Blackland Falls, everything in between unfold. I really hope that you did enjoy it. Thank you so much for being here as always, and I shall hopefully see you again. Bye!